Our next speaker, when she gets her mindset on something, reminds me a lot of the Tasmanian Devil, because she goes 100 miles an hour and she doesn't let go. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jennifer Bird. Jennifer, come on up, please.
Wow, what an introduction. Holy moly. Well, sorry, I got to own everything I say and do. 5 minutes. Good luck. Anybody got a shepherd's hook? Okay, I'll make it actually very short and sweet. Blah, 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 what everyone else said. The fact of the matter is that additionally, all politics is local. So if anyone is here from Parkway School District, any Parkway School District people here? Amen. Philip Olerking. Okay, all politics is local. All the problems we are seeing now come from 100 years of failed policies with public education. We're coming to the end. So if you want to really make a difference right here locally, make sure you vote in your April elections, but get to know for whom you will be voting. It's very important. I'm also myself running for school board. Yes, I'm nuts. Lindbergh, so if you have any Lindbergh residents. But all politics is local. And then let's jump up to the state. I'm going to read a note from Lisa Panette, a personal friend and a true fellow patriot. This is for SB 98, that's Senate Bill number 98. And she says, as we celebrate President Trump and his many, many accomplishments, and I will add, despite his many, many obstacles, we want to highlight how he pulled back Obama's egregious bathroom mandate. Everybody happy about that? And thank God for men with a spine and common sense. So now let's look at our state, excepting Andrew Koenig, of course, and a few others, but mostly Andrew Koenig. Now let's look at our state. We have a bill, SB 98, that would provide protection for our kids in public schools against the left's assault on our precious children. That is our greatest natural resource, and it is our future. And as Republicans, we are accustomed to investing in our future. So SB 98 is a common sense bill that simply states that whatever gender is listed on the child's birth certificate, female or male, is the designation for restrooms and locker rooms used. It gives a single stall option for school districts to implement if they so choose for those poor children that are confused in their identity. And we do have sympathy. These that are growing up that are playing pretend. Is this another thing that is being shown to them as acceptable to pretend? That's some other parent's choice to make for their children, but not for all of ours as a whole. Our Senate is now acting without a spine. Not Andrew Koenig. Let me say that again. Not Andrew Koenig. They have heard this bill in the committee, but refuse to move the bill. So what we need for you, the people, to do is to call the Senate and insist that they pass this bill. We need to have you people start asking each of your legislators where they stand on this bill, and if they want to pass the buck to the liberal courts or the liberal school superintendents, then we need to start chanting, "You're fired." Sound familiar? Let's get busy. We need more Donald Trumps in our state legislature and fewer snowflakes. So there's from Lisa, another little bit of common sense. Another note on local issues. Anybody ever hear of the city-county merger? I guess it comes as no surprise that I would make a comment about that. This is happening. We are not privy to the plan. I have heard this as a native of U City. That's really all I ever heard about growing up. It hasn't changed. I was a 16-year resident of St. Louis City. I banged my head against that brick wall as a Democrat, by the way, trying to make logical, common sense changes, not only within the city, but with other things as well. That didn't happen for me, so obviously I made the right choice and I stepped to the right. Here I am. We have a group, thank you, called Common Sense for St. Louis. We are still out there. We are not funded by Rex Singfield. We did not get a $100,000 donation from Burt Walker. We are just regular, everyday, ordinary people that take time out of our schedules, put gas in our tanks, and go municipality to municipality to talk about the facts that we do know about a city-county merger, and there are a lot. So I would encourage you all to follow your local leaders, whether you have a board of aldermen or a city council, find out where they stand on this issue, because the Municipal League recently changed its name. It used to be the St. Louis County Municipal League. Now it is the Greater St. Louis Area Municipal League. More of this regionalization. This is another step towards at least getting people acclimated to the idea of a merger. I say no merge without a purge. If you can't clean up your own fiscal house and your own problems, dilution is not a solution. So again, all politics local, keep on your local people, get involved in your school board races. If you're in Parkway, do a bullet vote, even if there are 3 seats available, and I apologize if I'm speaking out of ignorance. I don't know the number of seats that are available. Oh, there are 3 seats available. Thank you for saving me, Jennifer. Another Jennifer to save another Jennifer. Do a bullet vote and only vote for Philip, because you know he's the conservative with the common sense. Don't dilute your vote. I'm running for Lindbergh School Board. If anyone's here from Lindbergh, I would appreciate your support, but then turn your eyes to the state legislature and follow what you're doing there. You do not have to be an expert in everything. Find your local leaders that do have the information, get their advice. We don't have time to chase every single issue. This is like whack-a-mole. Boop, 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 boop. Every time I turn around, there's something else to do. And people ask me, how do I sleep? And I'm like, are you serious? Because I don't. So make sure you find someone, a trusted source. And if you're looking for national, go to heritageaction.com. They will give you a complete breakdown on what legislation is coming up every week and how various legislators are voting. Nothing could be easier. So use the resources that are there. Use the resources of people like myself, like Renee Artman, Mark Cox Show, Jamie Allman Show, Tim Jones, Chris Arps, Jennifer Taylor. There are a bunch of us. Stephanie Rubach. We all bring something to the table, and we've all got mini expertise in a variety of subjects. That will help us out a lot, and thank you for showing up.